Watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points. And this game is... And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
And I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up, lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive. Not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive.
61 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback.
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 2nd down, Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Running with Kamara.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
2nd and 7.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
We can't have that.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Whistles come in at a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Now Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball.